What's going on? What's going on? We back. Goodfellas Sports TV. Appreciate everybody in the building. Fred Thomas already up in his boy. Ben Cesar, straight right. What's going on? Uh, Appreciate everybody in here. Let me make sure that everything hooked up right. Almost didn't get it in tonight, man. Uh, but I'm glad that we can, almost be getting it in. I don't know if this is gonna be a full show, so I might have to come back later on tonight and do it, man. Got the kids over, company over, shit. Um, This nigga Miles just walked off. Cool man said, man, what's going on, man? Let's get right into it, man. Talking about Errol Spence, all right? I got some Terence Crawford shit. Hassan was going. I got some Crawford shit, some news coming after this, so be on the lookout. After this video, shit, probably before this video process, I'll be dropping that Errol Spence, Terence Crawford video. Some very important news about. Hold on. Hey, where you going, family? Come here. Come here. Sit. I said sit down, or you can get tied up. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Damn, dog actor ignorant. All right, hold on. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry, bro. I gotta get ignorant. I don't want Peter on my ass. All right. But what's going on, man? Rashid Town salute. Yeah, man. Basically, if Errol Spence was working with Victor Conte versus Mikey Garcia. Okay, then we're gonna try to get to Terence Crawford beef. I peeped on Fred video yesterday, and I did a video right after that. I recorded that video early this morning, and I just dropped it sometime this morning. Mosquito, what's going on? But Victor but if Errol Spence's work with Victor Conte, and what made me think about this was King of My Hood, Texas, what's going on, bro? What made me think about this topic was that you had, Richard Schaefer did an interview with Fred. He was trying to rationalize that shit. Okay, he was trying to rationalize about that shit and say, oh, everybody's just saying, oh, it's okay, but when it would have come to the brothers, now had Errol Spence had been working with Victor Conte, okay, Richard Schaefer would have been bashing him. Anton Porch, what's going on? Richard Schaefer would have been bashing him, bro. All these dudes would have been coming after Errol Spence, and then you guys, some of these Hispanic fans or pro Mikey fans, which I won't generalize them all as Hispanic fans, because I know Mikey got a lot of support in the black community. You know what I'm saying? But you got some of these dudes coming on my page saying, oh, it's other black fighters with snack. I've acknowledged them right along in making my case for Victor Conte. I acknowledge that Willie Monroe got popped with snack. I acknowledge that I think Andre Berto was with snack when he got popped. I acknowledge all of that shit. So at the end of the day, pointing out reference points that I already referenced to, that ain't gonna change the narrative. This ain't a black, this ain't a white, this ain't a green thing. This is a head thing. This is safety. This ain't just like baseball where it's gonna prove your ability to hit the ball, further. You know what I'm saying? This ain't that. All right. This is somebody's life on the line, bro. And people all of a sudden now when they favorite fighter like Canelo get popped, or somebody hometown fighter Willie Monroe got popped, or when Lamont Peterson got popped, Ortiz got popped, and both was cleared. When Dillian White got popped, and where Lucas Brown got popped. When I bring up when Tyson Fury got popped, everybody on PEDs or everybody on steroids or this man, he trying to get murdered today, bro. I mean, why, fam? Sit down. He loved chewing on my socks, bro. My Puma socks too. It ain't that. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry, dog. This is, man. I'm gonna tie homeboy up. I must got enough rain. I ain't got enough rain, so I got the mic on. So give me a minute, y'all. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Yeah, but pretty much. So I had to tie my dog up. He's just doing too much, bro. He either could have went outside and freeze for a minute to get his mind right. He could just go to his room and get tied up. I chose the room because it was the closest. All right, and I don't remember exactly where I left off at, to be honest, but yeah, you got all these different dudes downplaying him and trying to say that I'm only pointing out because he Hispanic. No, I mean Tyrone Wheatley, who just got fired from the Jaguars, who out there from around my city, he played football in Inkster. He crossed that Robichaud for a minute while I was in high school, and he was said to be working with Victor Conte. I pointed some of these things out multiple times, but people want to just act like we nitpicking because Mikey Mexican, and that's not it. We're pointing out and exploiting the people, that was black as well. But at the end of the day, if I wanted to exploit Mexicans, what do you care to listen for? SJ Fish 101. If I want to exploit Mexicans and I just went on my way to bash Mexicans, and most of these niggas can't say shit to me because these Mexicans got a bias and they bash the black fighters, for whatever the situation may be. They come out their way and they bash the black fighter. So you can't call the kettle black, man. You can't be that guy. If I want to just run a channel that's just bashing all Mexican fighters and bigging up all black fighters, it ain't no difference from the rest of some of these lame ass and whack ass channels that's doing the same thing. But I'm cut from a different cloth. I don't do that. I get everybody the credit they deserve, and I pass out, equal bullshit to everybody. When they bullshitting, I pass that shit right back on out, man. Don't matter if it's Errol. People will shock. Oh, I can't believe you turned on Errol Spence, our hero. Nigga, a spade is a spade. He called out Terence Crawford then. When Bob Aaron say make the fight, he didn't want to make the fight. So, I think I got a good track record for calling it down the middle as much as possible and better than any other YouTuber out here or people that talk shit on YouTube. I got a track record. Oh, you an Errol Spence fanboy. Well, I got a track record of calling a spade when it comes to Errol Spence. My track record is good calling it down the middle. Even if my favorite fighter, when it came to Tony Harrison, somebody got mad. Anthony Davis salute. Somebody got mad. Fred Thomas somebody got mad because I said I didn't know who the fuck won because I didn't score. I said I looked like Jermell Charlo won, but I had the biased commentary in my ear. That's all I can say. I can't just give you a lie and say I scored it 115, 113 for Tony Harrison. I'm happy that Harrison won. I could tell you that Charlo fought stupid, but that's no here nor there. But if Errol Spence was working with Victor Conte, they had to pull up the Berto profile. They had pulled up Tyrone Wheatley. They had pulled up the Romanowski shit. Memo Hernandez have been sending me shit on Twitter for the last few weeks. He seen I got an interest in this. You know what I'm saying? He ain't the cleanest brother out here, but he just sending me little shit. And I'm not even turning this shit that he's sending me into a video to really blast Mikey because I actually like Mikey as a fighter. You know what I'm saying? Mikey Garcia was my favorite fighter before he retired. Well, he had to take some time off. You know what I'm saying? And, like I said before, I don't want to go out here and get mad at Mikey. Even when Mikey called Adrian Broner a donkey, when he called him Donkey Kong, we had a problem. I didn't hold on to that shit. Like, it is what it is. I'm not going to hold on and hold that against him. Even when Terence Crawford tried to sue me for defamation of character, I didn't hold that against him. Good fighter. So it don't have nothing to do with what we talk about in the ring. We talk about boxer safety. We talking about boxers be safe. What's up, Lord above? Fighter safety, And I'm saying if the shoe was on the other foot and Errol was working with Victor Conte, they'd pull up Willie Monroe. They'd pull up his whole area in the Bay Area. Everybody would be a Wikipedia experts, okay? Everybody would be an encyclopedia Victor Conte deep research expert. It would have been a new story about Victor Conte coming out all the way out. Then they would be indicting Danny Jacobs. They'd be indicting Devin Haney. All the other fighters, Andre Ward allegedly got kicked out of his gym, okay? They'd be talking about all this shit if Errol Spence was on. They'd pull up every black fighter or black person that ever worked with Victor Conte, and they'd be blasting Errol Spence. They was blasting Errol Spence when he was fighting Kell Brook because he wasn't in the Nevada drug program, but he was in USADA. Both answer to WADA. So honestly, why does it fucking matter? Okay, VADA ain't the cleanest. How can you come and tell me that VADA got 5-star merit around and they employ Victor Conte, a dope peddler, a PED peddler? You can't tell me that they got an impeccable rating, or they impeccable merit. They don't. They don't. You know what I'm saying? And everybody got, you saw to let Floyd do that. Well, show me where Floyd got caught. Okay. Please show me where they said Floyd got caught juicing. Well, show me where they said, or the xylocaine going in Floyd's hands was illegal. You know, I'm saying, oh, it's only illegal in Vegas. Well, shit, when Canelo Alvarez stacked his gloves, it's only legal in Vegas and California. When he fight out in New York, it's illegal. Okay, so that's the same shit. You know, stacking your gloves is dangerous too. You know, you go gauze tape. You can't do that. You got to do all gauze to tape when you in New York. In Vegas and in Nevada and California, you can stack. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's just what it is. So how's that different from Floyd putting injections into his hands if that's what he was doing in Vegas? If it's only legal in Vegas, well, Canelo Alvarez stacked his gloves. I think you can do it in Texas, California. You can do it in Nevada, but he go out to New York, he can't do that shit no more. First time he fought in New York that I can remember on the major card, he got in trouble for stacking his hands. Ain't no one media member bringing that shit up post-fight or after that. Nobody brought that up. I did the video on that. I ain't seen nobody else speak on it. But had that been Errol Spence, had that been Adrian Broner, had that been Danny Jacobs, had that been Devin Haney, had that been Deontay Wilder, that's all you would have heard about it. Oh, he needed to stack his glove versus Rocky Fielding bum ass or Rocky Fielding caliber opponent. That's all you would have fucking heard, bro. Real talk. That's all you would have heard, bro. All of a sudden, they just gonna turn a blind eye to certain shit that he doing. You know, and if I'm telling you, if Errol Spence was working with Memo Hernandez, I remember when Floyd hired Alex Ariza to kind of assist his training, and people was talking about he was on pads and he was on pads. Well, shit, what was this talk about for Manny Pacquiao when he was working with Alex Ariza? You know what I'm saying? What was this talk for Manny Pacquiao? You know, people was defending Alex Ariza to the death, saying that he wasn't giving Pacquiao shit or Pacquiao wasn't only taking shit from Alex Ariza. You know, motherfuckers forget that, right? You know what I'm saying? As soon as Alex Ariza go to Floyd, oh, Floyd cheating, he juicing and doing this with Alex Ariza. You know, I told you Floyd wasn't cheating, this and that and that. Hey, okay. Okay. But when you got David Benavidez, who hired Alex Ariza, and he went to he in the first fight versus Ronald Garville, he went to tiring his ass out, all right? He went to tiring out, right? And in the second fight, he get with Alex Ariza. This motherfucker like Superman on green light. You know, for people that watch Black Lightning, you know what I'm saying? This dude threw way more punches, didn't shed a sweat tear, didn't take a deep breath when he got with Alex Ariza. Saul Goodman up in here, man. You know, better call Saul if you don't watch that show. It's good. Mikey is Mexican, or else everyone else would be indicted. You ain't lying, bro. Everybody giving this nigga a pass, man. He ain't getting no pass from me, bro, at all. I don't care what happened. And he had a nice little interview on the Boxing Voice, talking good, saying he don't know how to lose and talking with confidence. But my problem as well is, how can you call the kettle black? And I did a video this morning about Mikey Garcia, talking about Terence Crawford resume. You know what I'm saying? That's before I'm getting into the Terence Crawford shit, all right? I'll get to that in a little bit. But how can you talk about another man's resume and your resume is Mikey Garcia? Like, dude, your resume bullshit too. You ain't fought nobody. These boxers kill me trying to act like they the president of boxing and they like Floyd or Manny Pacquiao and they did a whole bunch of shit or accomplished a whole bunch of shit in their career when they haven't. Who's Mikey Garcia best win, bro? Real talk. Who's best win? It's Adrian Broner, bro. Come on, Adrian Broner had already been beat by Madonna, beat up by Sean Porter, and some people thought he lost to Ponce de Leon, and some people thought, you know, it was Daniel Ponce de Leon, and some people thought he lost to Paulo Malignaggi, bro. Like, come on, that's your best win. And then, on top of that, he didn't even want to fight Rob Risha Jr. after he beat Adrian Broner because he was scared Rob Risha Jr. was going to beat him up until he seen that Javier Fortuna fight. He got brave, then he wanted to fight Rob Risha Jr. Get the hell up out of here. Lawrence Williams said Spence was working with Conte, there wouldn't be any videos made bashing him like they are bashing Mikey. Yes, it would be videos made. It would have been videos made. You know, it would have been plenty videos made, bro. It might not have been videos made from the niggas that you listen to, you know, but it had been videos made from them other shit. Hell no, I ain't gonna let you get away from that one. That's all you would have been seeing, bro. That's all you would have been seeing. You would have seen way more videos about Errol Spence than you did Mikey Garcia. Get the fuck up out of here with that one, Lawrence Williams, bro. Wait, I ain't rocking with you on that one, dog. It'd have been way more videos by. Do you know them niggas that do videos like shit like that? You would have got them from the fucking them bias ass nigga channels that try to play the go against the grain. You would have heard that shit from all them dudes, buy some beats and crimes and back man strike back, and you would have heard it from all of them. The IQ idiot. You would have heard it from all them dudes. Now you wouldn't have heard shit from your usual suspect from ill boxing talk. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't heard shit from them type of niggas. I agree on that. They wouldn't have said shit. They'd have been rationalized why Errol was working with Victor Conte. Yes, you got the zombie bias crew. You got them niggas, but you also got the people that's on the other side. You also got people that's on that other side. You know, that was talking about Errol Spence dog tits for years, bro. That was talking about Errol Spence was on something versus the Kell Brook fight, how he wasn't going to enroll in VADA for the Kell Brook fight when Kell Brook was coming from the gym that everybody was getting popped for peds. Come on, people, y'all be quick to forget that shit, bro. When they was talking about Errol Spence chest, when they was going out here saying Errol Spence was on something and they had no merit, when he was out here and Demetrius Andrade and Julian Williams and his trainer was saying that Charlos and Errol Spence on something, but them motherfuckers was working with the Peg King and Victor Conte. Yes, she would have. Hell up out of here, bro. People been accusing Errol Spence. Them videos already been made. It's been more videos made about Errol Spence being on Peds than it has been since Mikey leaked up. It's been known that Mikey licked up with Victor Conte. That's an honest fucking. That's a fact. That's a fact. It been people accusing Errol Spence of Peds since he was 15 and fucking 0, bro. So that's what 3 or 4 years of videos being made and fighters is making assumptions of him being on Peds versus a couple, not even 2 full months about Mikey Garcia being with Victor Conte. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I'm not gonna give that Lawrence Williams a pass on that. I'm not gonna give Errol Spence a pass on that. I mean, Lawrence Williams a pass on that. That's bullshit. You know, I call a spade a spade. Now if Errol would have got with him, yeah, that shit would have been mad fishy, bro. I still been doing videos. All them coons and them race baiting channels, they definitely would have been making videos about Errol Spence. I can't believe somebody Lawrence Williams come out and say some shit like that one, bro. Maybe I read it wrong. But if you said it like that, fuck no, bro. Hell no. Hell no. No way, no how, bro. There been Errol Spence videos made about him for years, nigga. More than the Charlo, more than any other fighter, in my opinion. Manny Pacquiao head was growing, you know, by the minute, and people still was defending him. It wasn't even brothers. It wasn't even a lot of brothers going out there going at Manny Pacquiao. It wasn't even brothers going over there at Manny Pacquiao. It wasn't. A few brothers would go out there and make a video. Niggas one basing their whole channel off Manny Pacquiao being on Pids. Not too many not the black channels I watch. They'll make it a reference point every now and again and make a video every now and again. But you had dudes making their whole career off Errol Spence being taking pictures of his titties and stuff like that. Jerome asks, I'm tired of Mikey Garcia thinking he can jump up and down in weight class, cherry pick a C+ and B- competition. Errol is going to put a stop to that shit. # man down. We'll see. I'm just saying that this is dude that's going around here. That's going around here saying, talking about Terence Crawford resume. I'm saying, how you got the right to talk about anybody's resume and you ain't never fought nobody? And people just, interviewers and Boxing Voice and people in the comment section. Well, I didn't really pay attention to that, to the comment section. But I mean, at the end of the day, that motherfucking Mikey Garcia ain't fought nobody, bro. Okay. Then Mikey Garcia ain't fought nobody, bro. Let's just keep it real. Even if this was an equal size matchup, bro, Mikey Garcia ain't fought nobody. Nobody. This nigga didn't even want to fight Jorge Linares, bro. He ducked Jorge Linares and Rob Reese Jr. to move up and fight Lippias. And he got the balls to go on the Boxing Voice last night, bro. This nigga got the balls. Okay. This guy had the balls to mention Lippias' name. This nigga Lippias arguably lost. This motherfucking nigga Lippias arguably lost to a Condo. This is a nigga who had fought 30-something, all his fights, whatever it was, 30, 40 fights in the same arena over there in Asia. He ain't never left there. He arguably came out there and beat Sergey Lippias, bro. You real talk, you know what I'm saying? He came out there and beat Lippy S in some people's opinion. People forget that a Condo fight. Lippy S is a good fighter. I said he was gonna give Mikey a run for his money. I told multiple people that. But let's not act like a Condo. Let's not act like a Condo, wasn't whooping on his ass, bro. Okay? Exactly, a kickboxer, bro. Let's not act like a Condo wasn't whooping on his ass, bro. I'm keeping it a buck, bro. A Condo was whooping on Cuz ass, bro. I'm just keeping it real. That's what was going on. So let's not act like Lippy had beat Terence Crawford to earn his belt. He won a vacant belt. So you got the nerve to name a dude that was like 11 and 12 and 0 before he fought you and act like this nigga was like a 10-time gold medalist or 2-time gold medalist and he was the real deal. He named Lippy S like Lippy S was better than Victor Conte. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker said, I fought Lippy. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck what that is? You know what I'm saying? You can make a case that Ray Beltran was better than Lippy X. You can make a case that fucking Uriel Gamboa was better than Lippy X. Mike has seamlessly ducked fighters. What the fuck does he make the jump to fight Spence and use a snap? Is there agenda we're missing here against Errol Spence? He said, what? Mikey has seamlessly ducked fighters. What the fuck does he make the jump to fight Spence? I don't know what the agenda is, bro. I guess somebody said because it made a lot of money. Do so non-salute. I guess they said he made a lot. It was for the money. I don't know how much money they getting paid, bro. But at the same time, this nigga been ducking niggas for real. Then this dude, man, Mikey Garcia goes on the Boxing Voice too, right? I had to talk live about this shit. He goes on the Boxing Voice, right? And then he say, well, Terence Crawford best win was a little 5'2" Gamboa. Wasn't this the same motherfucker who ducked Gamboa? Remember he ducked Gamboa and Top Rank wanted him to fight one more. Top Rank wanted him to fight one more fight. And then he could have been a free agent. This dude ducked. Hold on, give me a minute, man. God damn, niggas keep bothering me today, man. 1 second, y'all. Yeah, what's going on? All right, we back. But yeah, like he said, he fought. His best win was a 5'2" Uriel Gamboa. Like nigga, weren't you the same dude that ducked Gamboa? Top Rank wants you fight Gamboa, then you could have been a free agent. And you refused. You set out 2 years because you didn't want to fight Uriel Gamboa. See, a lot of people don't know this, bro. You know what I'm saying? So if you really don't go out there and read the articles, like when it comes to like Hispanic fighters or it comes to fighters that they like, the media like, you wouldn't know about these stories unless you really read the articles. They'd go out and put an article out and put a story, but then they'd put 3 or 4 fucking topics on top of it, and then you lose the shuffle. Now it's in the middle of boxing scene or it's in the middle of the Ring Magazine article. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's in the middle. It's in the middle of that archive, so you didn't miss it. They didn't put it in bold print, or they didn't put it as the story of the week or the story of the day. They didn't bury that video up. This is the same 5'2" Gamboa that you didn't want to fight. That you set out 2 years trying to get out your Top Rank fight to avoid, bro. Like, please, bro, please get up out of here with that, dog. Real talk. This dude out here talking real ignorant, bro. His best win was a 5'2" Uriel Gamboa. Like, man, nigga, ain't that the same Gamboa you ducked? That's the same Uriel Gamboa that I remember that you said, no, I'm good, Bob. I ain't fighting him. Oh, I'd rather sit on the shelf for 2 years and not fight for 2 years. Like, Mikey Garcia is one of the biggest ducks and name droppers. A lot of people didn't believe he was gonna go through with this fight, but he did. You gotta give him credit for that. But this just seemed for me. This seemed like this for me, man. This seemed like, you know what? I ain't want to fight no competition around my weight class. You know what I'm saying? I ain't want to fight these niggas around my weight class. So you know what? I'm gonna jump up and my step up in competition. I'm gonna jump up fight Errol Spence. Okay. And if I win, I'm gonna be looked at as a king. If I lose, you know what? I lost because I took a risk. You know what I'm saying? I lost because I took a risk. And people gonna still respect me for going up. But I'm really like undefeated because I ain't losing nobody in my weight class. That's how they playing it. You know, that's how they playing it. You know, yeah, you can say, yeah, he wasn't. You can probably say he was a free agent. It was a dispute. Either he had one more fight under top rank, or he owed them one fight, but he won in court. But shit, you could have fought the nigga and been a free man. But you sat on the court, you sat on the shelf for 2 years. You lost 2 years of your career. You know, that's the same dude that you ducked. You didn't want no parts again, boy. That was talked about before he even had moved. He had even got that opportunity that came up. And people were saying that for years that he was ducking Europe again, boy. He didn't want that smoke. This nigga was down at 126 and 130 for years. He ain't fought a motherfucking soul down there, bro. He ain't fought a motherfucking soul, bro. He ain't fought nobody at 126, 130. His best win was Orlando Salido. His best win was Rocky Martinez. And he got dropped by Rocky Martinez and he quit versus Orlando Salido. People forget that. People forget that, bro. People forget that, dog. That nigga was struggling with Salido, but he quit with Salido, bro. When Salido was coming on hard, I watched that fight. Salido, he dropped Salido like 10 times, but Salido kept getting up, and he was bringing pressure. He couldn't even handle the pressure Salido was giving. Salido broke his fucking nose. And then Rocky Martinez dropped him. I think Rocky Martinez kind of had stepped on his foot, though. Okay? It was a good punch. And then he fought Lipias and got his nose broke again. So Lipias got a really good straight jab. But if Orlando Salido is on your ass, bro, and you getting your shit pushed back by Salido, bro, what you gonna do versus Errol Spence? He ain't never go through 126 and 130 and fight nobody, bro. Mikey Garcia hasn't fought nobody. He didn't take no risk under top rank. He didn't take no risk under top rank, bro. Whoever's at 126, I can't remember who was at 126, but this dude did what top rank fighters do. He did what top ranked fighters. They hold that WBO belt, and that's it. This nigga didn't unify one time with top rank, bro. WBO. He got the WBC because Jorge Linares didn't want to fight Denchinian. He ducked Denchinian. He got that when he got with Al Heyman. Now, what's so funny about it is we going Q-tip salute. We going on social media, and now you got Mexicans saying, "Oh, Mikey Garcia, free agent." I told you he not with Al Heyman. He just with Al Heyman on a fight-by-fight basis. So is the other 250 fighters that's with Al Heyman. You know, ain't nobody got no long-term contract with Al Heyman like that. Now Mexicans trying to make it seem like Mikey Garcia a boss of his own career. This dude ain't drawing up no business financial plans, bro. He don't even know how to do that. He knows some business to the game, but he don't got the deals on the venues and nothing like that, bro. So now all of a sudden they trying to make it seem like Mikey Garcia is drawing up business financial deals and drawing up his own deals and make an offer, and he offering to fight the Errol Spence. Get the fuck up out of here. Man, that motherfucking man, like I said, man, they always not trying to credit the black guy like Al Heyman, bro. All of a sudden now it's Mikey Garcia, it's not Al Heyman. If it weren't for Al Heyman, that nigga wouldn't be getting this opportunity right here, right now. Okay, he had to go back to 35 and go fight fucking Linares or keep doing what he was doing. He would have never got Adrian Broner. He'd have never got Robert Easter Jr. They try to make it seem like this motherfucker doing it on his own, bro. He ain't doing shit on his own. Not a motherfucking thing. Because if he was doing it on his own, he was still going to need the help of Eddie Hearn or Richard Schaefer or some shit. This nigga don't know how to draw up no business deals and know how to get no venues. So, man, fuck up out of here. This the very motherfucker who was with Top Rank who wasn't fighting nobody. Nigga can't tell me what Adrian Broner after 2 losses is his best opponent. Adrian Broner is his best opponent. Let that sink in. And then again, he didn't even stop Adrian Broner. A drained Adrian Broner in there with him. He did not stop Adrian Broner. He didn't stop Lipias with 10 or 11 fights. So how the fuck y'all expect him to go in there with Errol Spence and stop him? And I know Errol Spence was started boxing late. He started boxing at 15. You know what I'm saying? I understand that. But you in here struggling with niggas with 11 fights and a kickboxer, Sergey Lipias. Tell me, and people talking about putting him on his pound for pound list. Man, Real talk, bro. You can make a case for Jared Hurd being higher on the pound for pound list than Mikey Garcia, bro. Mikey Garcia ain't even got a better win than Goswick over Adonis Stevenson, bro. Mikey Garcia, let this sink in. His best win is Adrian Broner, and he didn't get the stoppage. His other best win is Robert Easter Jr. He didn't get the stoppage. He didn't stop nobody. Easter, Broner, Lippias, this nigga wasn't stop. He didn't stop nobody. Nobody. He didn't stop Robert Easter Jr., bro. So you telling me he ain't stopped him? He didn't stop Salido. So you expect a nigga who couldn't stop Salido, who quit versus Salido because Salido was beating his ass towards the end, to come up and compete with Mikey, with Errol Spence, bro. And then he out here is talking about Terence Crawford resume, bro. And he been pro 3 years longer than Terence Crawford, or 2 years longer than Terence Crawford. Who have you beaten? Who have you beaten? I don't care how many divisions he won in. That don't mean shit. Adrian Broner is a 4-division world champion. That don't mean shit. Was you the lineal champion in them divisions? Adrian Broner was the lineal champion 1 division, bro. And that's when he beat Antonio DeMarco. Because Antonio DeMarco had just sparked out Jorge Linares. He'd beat Jorge Linares' ass up too. He beat his ass up too. He'd have beat him up. He had beat him up in sparring. Peter Quillen said he had dog walked Jorge Linares around that time. That's the only division Broner was the champion in. Exactly. Didn't nobody want to bet Javier Logan. Exactly, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I said before, bro. Tell me who has Mikey Garcia beaten. You know, you can say the same thing. You can say Adrian Broner was a better 4-time. Was he? Broner was a 4-time weight champion, 130, 135, 140. 140, yeah, 4-time champion. I think was Mikey 26, 30, 35, 4. They both 4-time world champions. Mikey Garcia was never the guy at 140 pounds. He beat Lippias. Lippias wasn't the champion. Remember, the undisputed champion was Terence Crawford. He relinquished his belt to move it up to 147. So Mikey Garcia didn't prove to beat the field or beat Regis Prograis or Josh Taylor or Maurice Hooker to be the guy at 140. At 135, he didn't fight Jorge Linares. He didn't beat Lomachenko, so he wasn't the guy at 135 neither. 130, I don't remember him beating whoever the guy was at 130. He just held the WBO. He didn't go out there and unify those belts. 126, I don't think he unified belts neither. So come on, bro. How can you just talk about somebody who unified a whole division and magically he moved up to 147? You come up and you steal a belt, you know, from a guy who won a vacant belt with 11 or 12 fights in Lippias, and then you want to talk about the guy that you ducked. Fuck up out of here. Fuck up out of here. You weren't trying to fight no damn Terence Crawford, bro. You weren't trying to fight Terence Crawford when he was undisputed. You said he was a runner. You said he was a runner. You said he beat your ass in the amateurs and in the gym. So, like I said before, man, you know, like I said before, who is this dude to go around talking shit about niggas' resumes, bro? Now, Keith Thurman, okay, Keith Thurman fought Danny and Sean, Diego Chavez while he was hot. He fought Carlos Quintana, with Zhang Jivic, whatever the dude. I get them mixed up, bro. He fought some dudes, Robert Guerrero. You know, he fought some dudes, bro. So you know what? He got a voice at 147, even though they was a whole century ago. You know, they did spar. They did spar. They did spar. That's how Terence Crawford got to top rank because of Mikey Garcia. It wasn't Tim Bradley. Mikey Garcia was the reason that Terence Crawford got on the top rank. I gotta find that link. They had sparred before. Beat the hell out of Mikey, bro. He beat the hell out of Mikey right now. It's an interview out there, bro. They sparred. Yes, they did. That's the reason Terence Crawford got to top rank. Terence Crawford got the top rank off the strength of Mikey Garcia telling Cameron Duncan, this dude beat me 10 or 12 rounds out of 12 rounds of sparring. That's how he got to top rank, Terence Crawford, because of Mikey Garcia. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, man, I read a little bit and hear a little bit of everything. I just so happen to be in the right places. You know what I'm saying? So let's just keep it real, man. Can't none of these niggas talk about resumes, bro. Only two dudes that can come out here and point judgment on dudes that's active right now is fucking Canelo Alvarez, but his resume fishy, and I ain't gonna go into it, okay? But he got, as far as names, him and Danny Garcia, bro, and Manny Pacquiao. Anybody else in the boxing game, man? No. Ronald Gomez, salute. Can't nobody say shit else, bro. Them the only three dudes with the resume as far as the big dog weight classes, 130 and above, that can, or 126 and above, that can say something, bro. Anybody else, they can't say nothing, bro. All these other dudes, they got holes in their game. All these other dudes got holes in their game. Let's just be real. You know what I'm saying? These dudes still got a lot of work to go, and that go for the Charlo twins. And I told you dudes about the Charlo twins, bro. I say you can't preordain them dudes, and they ain't fought nobody. I told you guys that. I say you can't go out here and tell me that the Charlo twins are pound for pound. You know what? In my criteria, it doesn't waver. My criteria doesn't waver, man. You know, I keep the same criteria for everybody. You know, I gotta see you go through the step-up phase, okay? And my step-up phase is I gotta see you in there with a puncher, a former world champion. I gotta see you 10-chested. I gotta see you in there in a real 50-50 fight. Then, you know, when them three things are done and you cleanly do those three things, then I'll give it to you. You know what I'm saying? Now, okay, he passed my full test. He legit. But I told you dudes about the Charlo twins too, man. I said, man, you know, CJ, man, why the Charlo twins ain't on your pound for pound list, man? Why the Charlo twins ain't on your pound for pound list? And I'm like, man, I'm telling these dudes, man. I'm like, man, they ain't ready. They ain't really took that next step and beat a killer yet. You know? I'm like, they ain't took that next step and beat that killer. You know, but you know, a lot of people just say I be hating and shit, man. I'm just telling y'all the truth, man. Telling y'all the truth. You know, them dudes ain't beat no killers, man. You know, and that's just, you gotta have a criteria when you trying to say these dudes on the pound for pound list or these dudes are elite. You can't be elite by beating dudes that you better than. Only way you can become elite in the A fighter by fighting those 50-50 fights or being an underdog in the fight. You know, so it is what it is. Naquan salute. I mean, everybody running from each other, bro. Everybody running from each other. And that's what happened. That just proved that them Charlo twins ain't ready, bro. They ain't. You know what I'm saying? They still got work to do. And it's okay. It's okay if you still got work to do. You know? And people recognize how hard it is to do what Floyd did, man. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have off nights in boxing. You're going to have a night versus Corey Bob on late notice. You're going to have fear fights with Corey Bob. You're going to have them Tony Harrison type fights. That's just boxing. Can't nobody train for 10 to 12 to 8 weeks to 6 weeks and then peak every night you fight, every Saturday, every Thursday, every Friday, every Sunday night. That's impossible, bro. To be at your physical peak and be at your very best every Saturday night, even if you fought once a year, that make it more hard. If you fight 3 or 4 times a year, that make it more easy to be on your game every fight night because you're more active. Can't nobody, you know, train for 8 to 10 or 12, 6 weeks and peak on every Saturday or every fight night for 10, 12 years. Nigga, you can't even do that shit for a 2-year span. Sometimes you just got to do enough to win. You ain't going to be impressive. I mean, if you really kind of compare it, okay, and not get into the Terence Crawford shit, then I get into a Q&A. If you compare it, you expect fucking LeBron James to go out there and give you 20, 10, and 15 every night. You out your rabbit ass mind. You think T-Mac, even when he averaged 30-some points a game, he was going out there shooting, getting 30 points and shooting over 50%? No. But Tumbo was going out there being the defensive MVP every night? Hell no. Barry Bonds was crushing 3, 4, 5 home runs and hitting for the cycle every night. No, when you put it in context like that, everybody got an off night. But you just got to do enough to win. Your team got to pick you up. Your corner got to coach you. Your cut man got to be on you every night. Sometimes your team got to motivate you and pick you up. You know, and that's just what it is, man. Jaime McGuire, Jamel Charlo. I still spare with Jamal. Oh, Jamal? Jamal Charlo, I think you meant Jamel. Jamel, either one of them. Jaime McGuire got about a year or two. You know, good fighter though. Good fighter. These dudes want the Rocky story, but they don't want to take the Rocky path. Got to take those 50-50 fights and face that anxiety exactly, bro. Wait for Thurman and Porter and Garcia like never fights but short talk for what? Yeah. Why you only calling on Mikey when Gervonta Tank Davis, Thurman Porter, Danny Garcia all said the same thing? Keep it on. Said the same what? 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 They all working with Victor Conte? Has Gervonta Tank Davis, Keith Thurman, Sean Porter, maybe Danny Garcia has. Let me look that up. Have they been pro for over a decade? Mikey Garcia been a pro for 12 years, bro. He's moved up 4 different weight classes and yet to fight the lineal champion in any weight class. Yet he is yet to be the guy in any weight class. So what are you talking about? What are you talking about? This dude been pro for 12 years, bro. 12 years, and he is yet to he unified once, bro, in one weight class. He been through four weight classes. 2 of them, I believe, he held the WBO at. The other, he held the WBC, IBF, and then he got the IBF at the 140 pounds. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, don't feed me that, bro. You comparing a kid and Gervonta Tank Davis, what, 4 or 5 years of experience to a 12-year vet and Errol Spence. I mean, and Mikey Garcia. And Danny Garcia turned pro after Mikey Garcia. Okay? He turned pro after Mikey Garcia. Terence Crawford turned pro after Mikey Garcia. And Terence Crawford didn't turn professional. He didn't turn professional until after he didn't get with a big promoter until like 6 years into his professional career. So we comparing apples to oranges, bro. They can say whatever they want to say about Terence Crawford resume. We talk about Mikey Garcia resume. Mikey Garcia resume is worse than Terence Crawford resume, in my humble opinion. Okay, hold on. Give me 1 minute. 1 minute. Exactly. Okay, then. All right, I was right. Mikey Garcia debuted in July 14, 2006, okay? Terence Crawford debuted in 2008, bro. That's a 2-year difference, dog. It shouldn't be no comparison, bro. He debuted September 28th. He debuted March 14th, 2008, bro. And then the large part of his career, bro, and I'm about to break it down for you. The large part of his career, and I'm going to give you how many fights, bro. 1, 2, 6, 19 fights. The first 19 fights of Terence Crawford's career, and he only got 34 fights, bro. Okay, 19 fights out of Terence Crawford's career was with a smaller promoter. Excuse me. So he's only fought 15 fights with a big promoter like Top Rank. You know what I'm saying? Terence Crawford only got 15 fights with a major promoter. That's it. 15 fights with a major promoter, bro. 19 of his fights was with a smaller promoter. I can't remember the name of him. But Mikey Garcia, for the majority of his career, has had the backing of a Top Rank or PBC, Al Heyman, Lou DiBella, whoever the fuck you want to say promote his fights, Mayweather Promotions. So, I don't think most of them fighters know, what I'm talking about. They don't know that. Okay? They don't know that. Mikey Garcia should have a way better resume than Errol Spence, Terence Crawford, and the rest of them. He was professional 2 years before any of them dudes, bro. At least 2 years. So what are we talking about? This dude been pro since 2012, bro. 2006. That's 13 years as a professional going this year. 13 years. Errol Spence is going on how many years professional? Let me see how many years Errol Spence is going on professional. Give me a minute. See, when you talk about resume, people don't equate how long you've been professional. That changes the whole game. Errol Spence turned professional in 2012, so Mikey Garcia had a 6-year advantage on him, bro. Errol Spence, Terence Crawford got a 5-year advantage on him. There's no way that a dude who started boxing at 15, and who been pro, 6 years less than Mikey Garcia and 5 years less than Terence Crawford should even have a comparable resume when we talking about this. Errol Spence resume shouldn't even compare to Mikey's or Terence Crawford, but understand Terence Crawford's situation. He only had top rank for 15 fights. He wasn't no blue chipper. But Mikey Garcia, he around here talking about people's resume. Look at his resume. It's dog shit. It's real dog shit, bro. Who his best win is Adrian Broner. He been pro for 13 years, bro. His best win is Adrian Broner. Come on. He been pro for 13 years. For 13 years. And unified one time in 13 years, bro. Unified one time. He had a unification bout one time in 13 years. Terence Crawford unified a whole division. Mikey Garcia ain't done that. Never. He unified one time. He had one unification bout in his whole career. And if he beat or if he lose to Errol Spence, he still only got one unification bout his whole year. One time. He unified one time in a 13-year career. And I don't think people realize that he been pro for 13 years, nigga. This nigga going on a decade and a half of being professional fighters, being a professional fighter. And people, Will Star TV, y'all support and subscribe to Will Be More TV new channel, Will Star TV. You write in chat, just click on this name and go over there and come back. Okay. And then, okay, you look at it this way too. All right. This dude with 13 years, right? 13 years. All right. He been professional. He unified one time. He had one unification bout in 13 years. Okay. He's never been the lineal champion in any division. And I don't even mean officially holding the ring belt or officially being lineal champion. However they measure that. I'm saying he's never beat a guy in his division, and he was the guy. He ain't never beat the guy in his division. Never. He never beat the guy. So I'm not really not trying to hear that shit, bro. And a lot of people won't know this. Like Regis Progress, people don't realize how long Regis Progress and Regis Progress is turning 30 this year. When people talk about Regis Progress, a prospect, nigga, how you a 30-year-old prospect and you've been pro for quite some time? I'm gonna tell you how long he been pro. Regis Progress been pro same amount since Terence Crawford. He been pro going on 7 years this year. So long as Errol Spence. So a lot of people treating Regis Progress like he'll be 30 in the 24th of this month. So a lot of people treating Regis Progress like he's a prospect. He ain't no 7-year-old. He been pro for 7 years and he still ain't got a world title. Why is that? Why has he been pro for 7 years and never got a world title? It's because his handlers didn't feel that he was ready yet. His handlers didn't feel Regis Progress was ready. So when you talking about breaking down champions and saying who the best, who for pound, make sure you go check these niggas' resumes, bro. A lot of people thought Regis Progress had been pro like 1 or 2 years. I'm like, this nigga been pro for almost a decade. Yeah, they moving up. I think next year they'll unify with Jose Ramirez and probably Maurice here and move up next year or late next year. Crawford making 3.5 a fight. Yeah, he making bank. That's the minimum he get. So of course he happy. If every time you get 3.5 and you fight minimum, he happy with that, bro. He ain't got a big mansion and 1,000 Bentleys, dude. He's a family man, so that's enough money for him to do that. Now his business ventures, as far as what he invested in and how they doubling, tripling that money, and if any of his managers or trainers or promoters are taking some shit off the top and they robbing him, I won't know that until it come out years later. Rocky Martinez wasn't shit. Well, Rocky Martinez wasn't shit, bro. He a good fighter, but you talking about a blue chipper and Mikey Garcia. Yeah, there's no comparison. There's no comparison. That's not a comparison to make between Rocky Martinez and a blue chipper. He ain't nowhere near a blue chipper, Rocky Martinez. This dude is a middle of the road fighter. That's it. Just good enough to have won a world title. Stiff, not a big puncher, not a big athlete, not a great athlete, excuse me. That's just what it is. You know? That's minimum what he getting, bro. Minimum. So he getting more on the back end, bro. I don't refuse this shit. You know, and that's just what it is, bro. So anytime you go break down these dudes, right, man, anytime these dudes, you know, just start fighting, man, he ain't even fought a hard fighter yet, bro. That's the crazy thing about it. Mikey ain't even had one hard fight for real, bro. Now, the Lippias fight seemed to be hard because Lippias busted his nose. Lippias' jab was good, but you got to remember, Kondo just had dog walk Lippias. They gave Lippias a give decision to win that vacant belt after Crawford left the division. So let's not forget that. You know, Lippias damn near lost to Kondo. Then he got outboxed by Eric Bonet at 147. Adrian Broner had already got beat up by Sean Porter and Madonna, and some people thought he lost to Daniel Ponce de Leon, and people thought he lost to lost to Paulie Malignaggi. Robbie Jr., Mikey Garcia could have been fought Robbie Jr. in unified 135, but as soon as Terence Crawford dropped them belts, he seen Lippias as an easy belt, as an opportunity to get an easy belt. A dude who had only 11 or 12 professional fights. He ducked Robbie Jr. because he really could have capitalized on stardom if he would have fought Robbie Jr. right after he beat Adrian Broner, but he was scared of Robbie Jr. Only reason he came back and fought Robbie Jr., y'all, is because of Javier Fortuna, you know, made Robbie Jr. look like easy work. And that's when he came back. He was like, I could beat Robbie Jr. because I seen what Fortuna did to him. I can do what Fortuna did, but I can do it better. And he did. And make weight where Fortuna didn't. So let's not forget about these things, man. You know, let's not forget about these things, man. You can't be out here, Mikey Garcia can't be out here, you know what I'm saying, you know, crying, bro. He's talking about, oh, this Terence Crawford, he ducked his best win was a 5-2 Gamboa. Nigga, you ducked Gamboa. I remember it vividly. You ducked Yurickis Gamboa. Like, nigga, get the fuck up out of here with that shit, bro. He ducked Gamboa. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Victor Postol would beat the fuck out of Adrian Broner at 140 pounds, okay? That's just what it is. Julius Ndongo might have beat Adrian Broner at 140 pounds. Okay? Ray Beltran was a better fighter than probably Lippias was at the time at 140 compared to when he fought Terence Crawford. Okay? Let's not forget these things, y'all. You know, did Mikey Garcia ever cross the pond and go get a belt? No. He didn't cross the pond and go fight Ricky Burns. He didn't go across the pond and fight nobody. Mikey Garcia will never cross the pond because he ain't got the balls to go do that, bro. So let's not forget Terence Crawford accolades. It might not pop out to a lot of people. He might not have the most flashiest names on his resume, but let's not forget Danny Garcia paid Victor Postol step-aside money to avoid him. Come on, this shit too easy, bro. This dude paid step-aside money to Victor Postol, you know, because he was scared to fight him, Danny Garcia. But these the same people talking about Terence Crawford resume. Mikey Garcia ducked Gamboa after he just talked shit about Gamboa. He ducked him. Danny Garcia talked shit about Terence Crawford resume. He paid Victor Postol to step aside. I'm hating on Mikey Garcia by stating the facts. So I'm fact spitting. I'm telling the truth, so I'm hating then. I guess that's what telling the truth means. I'm telling the truth, but I'm hating. How am I hating? I'm just telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth, but I'm hating though. You see, that's what that shit mean amongst these new young niggas, man. When you tell the truth, you hating, bro. So that's the only thing I know how to do is tell the truth. I'm hating now. I'm hating. You know, but it is what it is. You know, I'm hating now, bro. I can't believe this shit. But it ain't like I'm going out my way to hate on Mikey Garcia, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going on my way to hate on Mikey Garcia, bro. All I'm saying is Mikey Garcia. Okay. Before I move on to Terence Crawford, bro, officially. Okay. This is what I'm saying. All right. Listen to me. This is what I'm saying. Okay. Mikey Garcia went on the Boxing Voice yesterday, and they played a clip. They played a clip. What's up, C-Dub? They played a clip. Okay. They played a clip of Mikey Garcia. They had played a clip of Keith Thurman criticizing Terence Crawford's resume. The one he said he ain't even fought Amir Khan yet, right? I think Amir Khan could beat the majority. He said everything he's saying is true. His best win is a 5'2" Yurikas Gamboa. And I'm like, damn, weren't you the same nigga that ducked that 5'2" Yurikas Gamboa and went and battled Top Rank for 2 years in court instead of fighting Gamboa and fighting for your freedom? He did that. I'm not hating. He said, oh, Terence Crawford resume weak. I said, well, your resume quite weak too. You beat Adrian Broner after he got beat on. He wasn't shit. You beat Robert Easter Jr. after Javier Fortuna beat him when you could have fought Robert Easter Jr. right after you fought Adrian Broner, but you waited for Terence Crawford to drop them belts at 140 and Lipinets to get a belt at 11 or 12 fights and then fight Lipinets. He's an opportunist. Am I lying? Mikey Garcia didn't unify but one time in 13 years as a professional fighter. And I can say 13 years going into this year because it ain't going to be a unification bout versus Errol Spence. I'm not lying. 13 years and he unified one time. Terence Crawford been pro for 12 years, but only had 15 fights with the major promoter. He's already unified a whole division. Mikey Garcia never done that. He didn't unify 126. He didn't unify a whole division at 130. He unified at 135, but he still ain't become undisputed. He ain't fight. He won the lineal champion by fighting Lomachenko, and he ducked Jorge Linares. You know what I'm saying? Came back down and seeing that Robbie Jr. had problems with Fortuna, he felt brave. So, let's just keep it real. I don't know why Mikey took the Errol Spence fight. Whoever asked that question, because I did see it. I don't know why he took the fight. I guess the money. They both with Al Heyman. They both on PBC. It was an easy fight to make. The split was good. He didn't want to fight Lomachenko, and he can hide behind the fact that he didn't want to deal with Bob Arum. It is Sunday because CJ is preaching. Salute, Naquan Gates. Appreciate the super chat. Marcus is great. Salute. I gave some people some wrenches. Yeah, I think Mikey would have beat Linares too, but he ducked him. He ducked Linares. He did duck him. We could say he would have beat this guy, he would have beat that guy C4, but he ducked him. Like he ducked Lomachenko. Didn't even attempt to try to make that fight. But obviously, business-wise, the Errol Spence fight made more sense. You got a fighter that's from Texas. You could have drug it up to Vegas or whatever. You got a guy who ain't really that big of a star to command the 60, 70% of the split. You know what I'm saying? So he making good money. For whatever reason, he didn't want to fight Manny Pacquiao because he could have had the Manny Pacquiao fight. He said he didn't want to fight Pacquiao because he was old. So I can respect that. Okay, he didn't do Lomachenko and duck Pacquiao and fight Jose Pedraza. He didn't want to fight Pacquiao. He fucked around and fought Errol Spence, the boogeyman. So you can't. My point is this, man. With the interview he did on the Boxing Voice, you can't be going around, bro. You can't be going around. Okay, you can't go around talking about people's resumes, bro. Your resume is bullshit. You've been pro longer than everybody else you talking about. You've been pro for 13 years, and your resume is piss poor. Okay, your resume ain't shit, bro. You ain't unified the whole division. Terence Crawford did. You could say he ain't beat this guy, he ain't beat that guy, he ain't however you want to put it down, bro. You could say this and that, but guess what? He unified the whole division. And you want to talk about Danny Garcia talking about his resume? Guess what? Did Danny Garcia pay Victor Postol to step aside? Yes, the fuck he did, bro. He paid Victor Postol to step aside. Mikey Garcia on the Boxing Voice say the best fucking fight Terence Crawford had was a 5'2" Gamboa. That's the same 5'2" Gamboa you ducked, and you went to litigation with Top Rank for 2 years when you could have just fought the Gamboa and got it over with and continued your career wherever you wanted to. Same Gamboa you ducked. So at the end of the day, wasn't nobody beating. He was ducking Gamboa. Okay, and you want to talk about Keith Thurman? This is the same dude. It's the same dude that won a past judgment on fighters, but this is the same dude that Errol Spence came 15-0. He started fighting less and less, and then he retired to avoid Errol Spence. So his word don't hold no merit, bro. Okay, now if Amir Khan was the guy that came out here that was talking about these niggas and saying, "Oh, he didn't fight," I can respect his word because Amir Khan didn't fought everybody, bro. Okay, Amir Khan ain't dug no fade besides Kell Brook for whatever reason that is. Okay. Angel 313, what's going on? He said Spence said Bud resume was weak too and haven't did nothing either, but nobody talk about it for Spence. Exactly. Who the fuck is he beat, man? He beat Kell Brook. That's it. I mean, this nigga going around here propping up Chris Algieri like Chris Algieri some type of superstar. Okay. You beat Leonard Bundini Bundu, dude. You beat Lamont Peterson. That was good. That was impressive. But at the end of the day, you got one win that's better than Terence Bud Crawford, and that's Kell Brook. You know, that's it. You ain't got this fucking, great resume, legendary resume like you be. And everybody said, well, people was ducking Errol Spence. These dudes was ducking Errol Spence. They was ducking Errol Spence, right? But Errol Spence, when Bob Arum said, let's make the Terence Crawford fight, this nigga came out here and said out his mouth. He came in on the tube and said, no, I ain't looking to make that fight right now. The goal is to get the 3 belts, then fight Errol Spence. I don't think my side of the street. He been saying that bullshit and reiterated that. Floyd came out and said it too before he said that. I wouldn't say Lamont Peterson was past it. Lamont Peterson wasn't past shit. Because Lamont Peterson was past it then. You might as well say he was past it when he fought Lucas Matisse after Timothy Bradley whooped his ass. And I think before he fought, or after he fought Matisse, I think it was before he fought Matisse, Victor Ortiz and him fought a draw, but Ortiz had dropped like Peterson 3 or 4 times and legitimately beat the shit out of Lamont Peterson. You could say that the Amir Khan fight, he was finished because a lot of people thought Amir Khan beat him. So I'm not going to do that. One shit wrong with Lamont Peterson. He had just regained that weak-ass regular WBA title. Lamont Peterson wasn't no old. He just had outboxed Danny Garcia a couple years before that. So I'm not going to say he was old. They had shit to do with it. Lamont Peterson just ran into a better fighter. That's just it. He ran into a fighter that had a better style, and he got his ass beat up. Lamont Peterson, I wouldn't say he was a complete drug cheat. When he got cleared, his name got cleared. He had a medical reason for why he had to higher testosterone level. That's why I really don't blast him like that. You know what I'm saying? Anthony Peterson just don't want to fight. That's what's wrong with him. After that Brandon Rios fight, man, he ain't really done shit else. Yeah, Brook ain't no cakewalk. He did beat Porter. He just fucked up by moving up and not fighting Jesse Vargas and moving up and fighting Triple G. But let's address this Terence Crawford shit, man. This conversation can go on all night, and I probably do pretty much got the majority tonight. But I want to enjoy this. What the fuck play next? I think I'm gonna turn on this Denver Nugget game, bro. That ain't on TNT. Let me see who play next. I forgot what TNT covering, but I'm about to tell you right now. Let me see if Michigan won. I think they might be covering. Are they covering the Rockets and the Warriors? Yeah, I want to see that. Let me see if Michigan won tonight. Yeah, we beat fucking Penn State. We still undefeated in basketball. Minnesota up 14-9 on number 22, Wisconsin. So college basketball kicking off. Miami got beat up by NC State. NC State is ranked. Yeah, the Spurs game. Yeah, the Spurs getting their face kicked in, bro. I'm in my man cave. They got a whole bunch of folded clothes down here that this girl about to come down here and get my daughter. Yeah, I think the Spurs can win it all, bro. Sean Torres going on CJ. It's crazy that Bud went hard on Tank and Thurman ass, but in all the media, and we hear and hear nothing. Hold on, he said it's crazy that Bud went hard on Tank and Thurman. Excuse me, it's moving. Thurman, whatever his ass, all in the media, and we hear nothing. Who you talking about? Hey, rephrase that again, Sean. Rephrase that again, because I don't know what you meant. Thurman, Basses, his ass. Oh, okay, I get what you're saying. He went hard on Tank and Thurman blasted his ass or bashed his ass, and we heard. Yeah, he don't say nothing. He didn't say nothing about Keith Thurman. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, at the end of the day, he pulled up on Tank, and maybe because Tank young or whatever. But at the end of the day, Tank entitled to his opinion. It ain't like Tank went out there and said, F your wife, F your fat train. Tank just said, I think he'll stop Errol Spence to stop Terence Crawford. How can you get mad at that? That's that man's personal opinion. Okay? I can't get mad at somebody for having a personal opinion. You get mad at Mike Copperinger, right? You get mad at Mike Copperinger, and I really don't care for him after his Clarissa Shields comments. He get mad at Mike Copperinger for saying, his pound for pound list. And he said that basically he had a different criteria than everybody else. And they get mad at these different dudes, but at the end of the day, he don't get mad at Dan Rayfield and Teddy Atlas when he blasting them right in his face and they put the weak ass ESPN rankings and put Lomachenko above him. He don't get mad at him. He said Bud went at the guy that Thurman is afraid of, no need to go at him. I guess you could look at it that way because Terence Crawford did say that this ain't no Keith Thurman shit. Ain't nobody scared of no Errol Spence. This ain't no Keith. He did kind of blast Keith Thurman, and maybe he just sees no point to even talk about Keith Thurman. But I would love to see him keep that same energy for Keith Thurman. But I agree with Lawrence Williams. Ain't no point of worrying about Keith Thurman when Keith Thurman was scared of Errol Spence. You trying to get that smoke with him. CJ, you hear about the Russell Crawford situation? No, what's the Russell Crawford situation? What the fuck going on with that? Enlighten me in the comment section. Gary Russell and Leo Santa Cruz, they supposed to fight later this year. I doubt that happened. I know Leo Santa Cruz said he still want to fight Gary Russell on Fred shit today. But I did hear that. But I did hear that. You should stop the NBA NFL video. Shit hella weak. How's it hella weak though? I mean, how you gonna tell me how to run my channel? Niggas kill me like that. Like you go start your own channel and you do that. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell me how to run my channel. If you don't like it, don't watch it. You know what I'm saying? Hit the unsubscribe button. I hate when people try to tell me how to run my channel. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can go do your own shit or whatever you want to do, but don't tell me how to run my channel, bro. If you don't like NFL, you boycott NFL, so be it. If you boycott the NFL, boycott boxing, because boxing got the way more racism than the NFL got, bro. And then you niggas don't even see that shit. I hate when niggas try to tell me how to run my channel. That's my biggest pet peeve, bro. You can ask for video requests. You can ask, for a shout out. You can ask me to help you with your channel. But you come on here trying to tell me how to run my channel, man. Nigga, get your own channel. I'm dead ass serious, bro. Get your own channel. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck about the strawweights, bro. I don't give a fuck about that part of boxing. I'm barely talking boxing. I'm barely here. Because my NBA, NFL, and my other videos, it give me more views and more money than boxing. And that's a fact. That's a fact. You talking about over 200,000 views off of one video. That wasn't boxing. I had multiple videos that cracked over 100,000 and none of them motherfuckers was boxing. So, I mean, at the end of the day, you want me to stop talking about some shit that the world want to hear and talk about this weak ass boxing shit where it's the same shit. When you got the same niggas talking about the same shit every day. You got Fanon that's talking about the same AJ Wilder shit every day. You got Trill Boxing Talk talking about the same shit every day. You go to the boxing channels first, and now you didn't hit a fucking nerve, bro. You go to the niggas that just talk boxing. You go to the motherfucking blue blood that put breaking news on the end of everything, nigga, that been copying my fucking shit for quite some time. You go to him and tell him to stop talking about breaking news, Wilder, Dillian White, breaking news, Wilder, and just keep talking about breaking news about the same ass shit every day, the same redundant shit. You go tell Trill Boxing Talk. You tell them niggas 7-8 and Black Fight Fan to stop talking about the same shit every day. Go to the boxing channels first that talk boxing and talk about the same fucking redundant shit every day. You tell them niggas to start talking about the strawweights and talk about the paperweights and all the rest of them shit before you come here and tell me how to run my channel. I'm dead ass serious. The same niggas that beat the same narratives every day, you talk about them every day. Every day they talk about the same shit. At least I'm giving you different shit, okay? Before I continue to beat the same narratives any day, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to talk about the same shit every day. I talk about some other shit. And that's what I decided to do. That's just my personal opinion. Like, I'm glad to have you on the channel, but that's my pet peeve. Don't never tell me what I put and what I don't put on my channel because, nigga, like, you don't have to watch it. If a video come up you don't like, I feel you. Don't watch it. That's the God honest truth, bro. That is what it is. Ain't no hard feelings, man, but it is what it is. Don't do that. Don't tell me how to run my channel, bro. And I'm dead ass. If you want to start a channel, nigga, I will help you start a channel. I will give you a shout out and you can do your thing. I'm the one that's pushing your comments through. So it ain't no more disconnect with that shit no more, bro. It ain't no disconnect. You know? If you want all the straw weights, the paper weights, the historian boxing talk, it's plenty of other channels out here that's giving you that historic in boxing talk. You got what's homeboy name? I forget his name, but he do all historian shit. You got retro boxing that do all historian shit. You know what I'm saying? For me, I don't give a fuck about the paperweights, nigga. My shit stop at super flyweight. That's what I talk about. You know, and that's just what it is, bro. So it ain't no bad blood, but nigga, before you got a whole bunch of more challenges you gonna get to before you get to me when you talking about hardcore boxing. You know what I'm saying? I'm the nigga that do the Forgotten Fighters, and I'm the dude that talk about, you know, retro boxing, and I'm the dude that talk about all types of shit, that do the breakdown prediction for all this shit. You know, I'm the dude that do the prospect, the up and coming prospect videos, man. You know, I'm Scrapbook Boxing, appreciate it. That's homeboy name, Scrapbook Boxing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Oh no. Don't Zulu Immortal. Nah, he not welcome here, bro. No, he ain't welcome here, family. Like, don't unhide him. He ain't welcome here, bro. For real. I'm dead ass on that one. I ain't gonna say his name. He ain't even welcome here, bro. All right. But before I get to motherfucking Errol, Terence Crawford, bro, because homeboy threw me off on that one, bro. That's my biggest pet peeve, and I understand that you don't rock with other channels. I mean, I wouldn't know that, okay? But that's just what it is. You know, I gotta start up Forgotten Fighters again, man. Like, I started a Food for Thought series again, man, and I'm gonna start up the prospect videos and shit. I'm working on something tonight, bro. I'm gonna drop them either tomorrow morning or throughout the day tomorrow, man. But salute, man. You know, I ain't even, man. I'm gonna go ahead and bless you with this one, bro. And you will know what I'm talking about when you see it. But hold on, because you could have did some hoe ass shit, but you didn't. We had a nice understanding real quick. You didn't take it the wrong way, so I blessed you real quick. Let me bless you being here a lot. So I'm gonna bless you too. So I gave out some fucking wrenches. Matter of fact, hold on. Here you go again. You in the right spot at the right time. You earned that one. I just gave out 3 fucking wrenches, bro. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna start them back up too, man. But I'm gonna talk about this Terence Crawford shit, bro. All right. And these dudes and Terence Crawford team, let me tell you about Terence Crawford, bro. I got some time. It's just cold in my basement. I gotta give me a heater down here. But I'm gonna tell you about Terence Crawford, okay? Him and his team is very, very sensitive, bro. Him and his team is very, very fucking sensitive, okay, man? I told you, dude, man, I got the paperwork. If I wanted to be a hoe ass nigga, I could show y'all niggas the paperwork and just black out his name, bro, and leave like a couple letters to know it was him. But like, these dudes fuck around and they watched every video, bro. Like, for real. His team out here watching video. I remember he posted on Instagram, Bomac, about me and Boxing Ego video. And I used to be naive, bro. I'm like, man, niggas ain't listening to my video, bro. But these niggas really do be listening to our videos and shit. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, the difference, I can say what I want to say, because for one, I ain't worried about a nigga running up on me, okay? Because one of these niggas hit me, bro. For one, I might whoop your ass. For two, I might just get smart and fall down and crack my head on the cement and sue the fuck out of you. Okay, get some of that Al Heyman, Bob Aaron money. It depends on what type of mood I am. When I get off the phone with my girl or some shit, she done pissed me off, then you just gonna have to whoop my ass. I'm just gonna keep it real. You know, but I ain't letting no 5'6", 5'5", 5'3" nigga whoop my ass. I'm tell you that right now. You know, I've been in punting one of these little niggas, man. But I'm gonna tell you this, okay? You know, I'm gonna tell you this, man. Yeah, people say that about Boxing Ego, but you know what, man? When you've been on this bitch for a while, bro, I feel that nigga, dog. Like, y'all, some of the things I'm gonna tell you this, man. I don't like the way he necessarily treat his comment section, but that's not my page, you know what I'm saying? But I can't vouch for the dude like this. Everybody I talk to from that area out in California got nothing but great things to say about you are blocking your subscribers. No, I didn't block a subscriber. You must have came back, so you about to get blocked too. But you better not say no stupid shit, bro. But I didn't block no subscribers. I blocked the nigga that was just foul. Okay, that's why I blocked that guy. But I'm not gonna even get that time, bro. But you know, when you be on here, bro, and you go through the comment section, bro, I just want a few of you niggas to start your own pages, bro. Everybody that say Box Ego cry baby. Like nigga, like real talk. You go through these comment sections, bro. Like, you know, like dude, you understand why. You get man, bro, like dude, it's to a point where I go through my comment section. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I go through my comment section if you lucky 3 times a week. But I also do read every comment when I go live. And I try to go live at least 1 time a day. And every now and again I go live 2 or 3 times a day. Every now and again if you lucky. Okay. But once you go through these comment sections, bro, that shit turn your heart cold, bro. It do. Especially if you a black YouTuber, man. You know. So and then on top of that, you got other motherfuckers that be hating and dry snitching on you and hating on your channel, stealing your content, bro. But like I'm not explaining myself. I'm just explaining it for Boxing Ego. So a lot of these dudes need to go ahead and run their own channel and see the comment section and see what the shit you got to put up every day with. You know, so I feel him. You know, he got to run his shit on the tight ship. I'm not mad at him. Okay. Cause I mean, shit. I was on here in a year, and I got some foul ass comments, bro. When I had first started, and I go into Q&A right now, and I just talk on that Crawford shit. You got a question? I'm gonna get to it. When I first started talking over at Colossal Sports with Boxing Talk, that's what it was at first. But it's Colossal Sports TV now. It was like 4 of us, nigga. Like you know how much hate, nigga, we got when we first started, bro. You know how much hate we got. Mr. White, what's going on? Well, we got a ton of hate. We got, you know, people that hold on. We got people that oh, I'm about to sneeze. Sorry. We got people that do photography, that work for Top Rank, telling us that, oh, y'all content suck. Leave it to the professionals. A whole bunch of racist comments. Then we had my nigga Miguel. He was Puerto Rican working with us. We had my nigga, he run a Cowboys page. My nigga JG working with us. It was my other nigga from Chicago. Mikey was working with us. And then it was me and Colossal Sports TV. It was just a whole bunch of racist Hitler type shit going on. And niggas was just hating on us, dog. And they didn't want us to succeed. So I know how it is, man. From the beginning, from 0 subscribers, working to people, or starting by myself. So it is what it is. And I'm gonna tell you the truth. A lot of these dudes these big YouTube channels don't even read y'all comments, bro. They won't even acknowledge you in the chat, bro. They don't even know they wrench. I know niggas by names in here, bro. I know who been in here before, who haven't been in here before. Because nigga, I do at one point I answer every comment, but at some point when you get over like shit, like 2, 3, 4,000 subs, bro, it's hard to keep count with every fucking comment, bro. It is. It's hard to keep up with every comment, you know, and everybody go run their shit like they were like ticket block everybody, and you know that's how you run this shit. Dante, he opened to the racists, and he opened the phone lines to the racists, and he want to bring them on, and he want to, you know, kind of pick their brain while they think they want to think. So that's just how they run their channel. I run mine a little bit different, you know, and everybody else run their shit a little bit different. But I actually got a rapport with my subscriber base. Like it's niggas that I know from, like, I know when I ain't had nobody on here with me, I know those very niggas that was here from the beginning, bro. Like real talk. And it ain't like we got like the majority of us friends on social media or some shit like that, or they my homeboys. Like that's why I went, and I'm gonna put y'all up on game real quick. Y'all can ask some questions in a minute. I'm gonna put you up on game real quick. Okay, that's why when YouTube just did that audit, like they do an audit where every year, they might do it multiple times a year. They do an audit where all the fake pages, you know what I'm saying, that ain't active, all these fake subscribers they got, they cut them, they delete the fake pages, and that's why you see niggas subscribers dip. My subscribers ain't dip because I ain't paid for no fake page, nigga. I don't keep no fake pages around or no troll pages around. You know what I'm saying? My shit is built up just based off of just, you know, word of mouth and niggas liking my content. So I ain't paid for shit yet. There ain't no point to pay for nothing. You know, all these dudes want to get to 100,000 because it look good, but I mean, you know, or 60,000, it look good. But guess what? For the most part, like these niggas had the same live stream as niggas that got 10,000 or 5,000. So it really ain't no difference. But to get on this Crawford shit, y'all can ask the questions. To get on this Crawford shit, he can't just be beefing with everybody. And I did a lengthy video on it, so I ain't got to go hard on it or long on it. But at the end of the day, he got to stay off social media. And some people are sensitive like that, bro. I done had dudes I done went to college with, and we joked around with it. Niggas got real sensitive and real mad real quick and almost came to blows. So you gotta know yourself, man. And you gotta, the King Draw salute. You gotta know the people around you. And you know, if your people out here looking and you want everybody to kiss your ass, Well, nigga, you should have been born a Mexican. You know what I'm saying? Or you shouldn't have been. Or you should have been born, white. Because as long as you a black man in America, you gonna get criticized because you got to be 5 to 10 times better, just to really get the credit that you think you deserve. We're close to it. So where Crawford got that uppity house Negro mentality, and I ain't saying that he's a house Negro, but he got the mentality that everybody should kiss his ass. You know what I'm saying? Dick Bailey, salute. I agree. He need a PR rep. He got a mentality where he think everybody gonna kiss his ass. Like, nigga, you ain't no uppity house Negro or no white boy, Mexican, where in boxing they gonna kiss your ass and praise you for everything you do. You ain't got the complexion for the selection like motherfucking Lomachenko. Like, nigga, you got to work 10 times harder. You can't have no flaws in your resume. You can't even get hit with a clean punch without niggas bringing up that Gamboa punch for your whole career. So you already know what it is. You out here, basically, in my opinion, you out here capping. You out here capping for. He out here capping, because he believe in he the best, and he know he the best because ain't nobody else living a clean fighter's lifestyle like Terence Crawford in his mind. Ain't nobody else out here training as hard as he is in his mind. Ain't nobody out here putting the work that he putting in his mind. He know how great he is. When you great, you know how great you is because you dedicate yourself to the craft. You know when you reaching your goals, you hitting your goals, you hitting the pinnacle that you want to hit. He knows he doing. He just got to go out there and show the world. And when he showed the world, and I said this in my video, he found out what Canelo. He found out what Canelo know. He found out what Floyd Mayweather found out. No matter how many boogeymans I fight in a row, I could beat Godzilla, King Kong. I can go out there and beat The Rock. I can go out there and beat Thanos. All these niggas. After I beat all of them, dude, they still gonna complain and say, I didn't fight that guy. I didn't fight that guy. So you know what? I move in my own speed. It don't matter. When you a target and people gonna want to see you lose, they want to put you up against the odds. So at the end of the day, he just gotta stop feeding into the social media, even if he gotta turn social media off. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you see something and you be like, man, I can't believe these other people can't see it, just in life. Like, man, I don't understand, why these people can't see how great Deontay Wilder is. I can't understand why people can't see how great LeBron is. Sometimes people don't want to see the greatness. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people don't want to accept the greatness. Sometimes people don't want to, they don't want to see it. You know what I'm saying? And then, you got to do some extraordinary shit and retire for you to get your credit. You know what I'm saying? So you can't expect everybody universally to recognize you in Terence Crawford when you got a lot of work to do. You can go out there and beat beat Errol Spence, beat Mikey, beat Sean, beat Heath, go up there and beat Charlo and beat her, and you can clean out 154 and 147, and you can go out there and whoop on Lomachenko while you at it, and people still not gonna give you that respect because of the complexion of your skin. A lot of these fighters need to go back and research their history because Muhammad Ali wasn't getting credit. You know what I'm saying? They was doing everything to discredit Muhammad Ali career, saying that he threw a phantom punch versus Sonny Liston, and Sonny Liston laid down, and Muhammad Ali didn't get credit for that. That was a setup. The second fight was a setup. They took his prime away. People forget about that. They took his entire prime away with that military shit. And when Joe Louis went to the military and served his country, they came back and they wanted their tax money. He was broke, having to do odd jobs and going to be a freak show at clubs and events and birthday parties just to make money, just to live. He died broke after serving his country, and they came back and basically took all his money for taxes. And Ali said, man, fuck that. I ain't doing that. I see how they do Joe Louis. Raised on 718. He said, I see how they did Joe Louis. Man, after I ain't fighting for no Viet Congs and shit of that. Man, they tried to sabotage Muhammad Ali's career more than any other black fighter out there. And only guy you can say that had it even close to that was Larry Holmes because of how he did Ali and how everybody black, white, green, Simpson, yellow wanted him to fail. Okay. So anytime Terence Crawford think he getting discredited, or he need to just talk to Floyd Mayweather, because Mayweather don't give a shit. Mayweather don't care what Shane Mosley say, Oscar De La Hoya say. Shane Mosley don't give a fuck what none of these dudes say out here, okay? Floyd don't care about what these dudes say out here. He live his best life because he know he can't please all these dudes, and these dudes is jealous, so he live off their jealousy and their envy. He burned off that. So Crawford need to talk to Floyd. For real. Crawford need to talk to Floyd and get some guidance from Floyd, whatever Bernardo Tool, and how to handle this type of situation. Okay? Real talk. He need to talk to Floyd and just kick with Floyd, have lunch with Floyd, or chill with Floyd at the gym for a week, and just learn how to handle this. Okay? And learn how to deal with this, because you got to turn the internet off if you trying to fight everybody because everybody got an opinion, everybody ain't gonna like you. You know, your sister and your mama and your coach and your managers out here fighting the universe, dude. Ain't nothing but negative gonna come from that. You know, universe is just gonna dish you an L, and somebody gonna knock you out when you old, and people gonna say, "I told you that Negro was overrated," even if he's 60, 70 years old, still fighting. So it ain't no point in him fighting everybody, man, because the universe is gonna dish his humble pie out at some point to these niggas, man. All he gotta do is continue to win, fight the best, and do what he gotta do and stay in the conversation. That's it. He can't just win that war. You're not gonna win a battle or the war with the media and the fans on social media. So I think it's best for him to chill with Floyd, get mentored in Floyd, and turn the social media off. You know? Turn the social media off because somebody gonna get hurt. Somebody gonna get hurt. You know? There's somebody gonna get hurt. There's no need to go out here and try to change people's minds on social media. All you can do is just keep fighting who they put in front of you and let God handle it for the most part. But if you out here, battling these dudes and, doing, man, just let your fighting do in the ring. He needs to take that energy. He needs to take that energy and direct it towards you need to take the energy and direct it towards Bob Merriam and Todd DeBuff and Top Rank and see why he ain't getting the fighters in the promotion in the fight slots that Lomachenko getting. That's who we really should be mad at. Because ESPN and Top Rank ain't pushing Terence Crawford like they pushing Lomachenko. But like I said before, anybody got some questions before I hop off? I answer any boxing related questions or any other questions you got right now. I know this nigga Miles tired of being tired of. I'm surprised he ain't crying. This nigga get the whining quick in a hurry. You got any boxing related question, any question in general, I'll answer right now. If you left a question in the comment section, you know what I'm saying, and I ain't get to it, well, it's now's the time for you to answer that question. Right now. Nothing but space and opportunity. Any question I'm answering right now. Any boxing related question or questions you got, shoot your shot now. I'm gonna wait till 10 o'clock and then I'm gonna kill it, bro. Charlo drained down to 54. He said he would have to move up soon. Yeah, I heard that. I didn't hear that from him. I heard it from Errol Spence. Errol Spence said that Charlo was moving up soon. Yep, Errol Spence said Charlo was moving up soon. So I did hear that, and Charlo said Errol Spence said that a few months ago. He felt that Errol Spence was moving up. That Cassie Diddy video was good. Yeah, man, that's real shit, man. You go in these comment section and these women, rooting for a dysfunctional relationship, man. Like, dude, real talk, man. Dudes, like, I'm gonna have to go live on this later tonight, man. When everybody go to sleep, I may just do that, man. I gotta call World Burger Fighting on how to start my Patreon. I got a few questions, but I'm gonna tell you this, man. Real talk. Women love. Well, I'm gonna tell you this about women, man. And I'm gonna do a video on this tonight, bro. Maybe a live stream, okay? And I'm gonna get to these questions, man. Women, I'm gonna tell you this about women, man. Women are some of the most dysfunctional, crazy creatures, bro. You could just talk to your mama and figure that out, bro. Like, women will agree with a woman they don't know, but still not like women. Yeah, I ain't never seen no shit like it. They, they're like, oh yeah, they agree with a woman they don't know, but then again, they don't like each other, man. It's just some funny dysfunctional shit, man. Do you really think Harrison won? I never said I thought Harrison won. I gotta rescore that fight. Hopefully, I get to it in the next couple of days. But I gotta score with I never scored it. I gotta listen to it with the fight with the sound off. But yeah, I gotta look at that. I'm just happy that Tony won, bro. But I could see him winning, just going back and running the fight. I feel Adrian Broner, Shaq Carter will beat Pacquiao, but he doesn't. He needs to start at the bottom of the division and work his way up because he's officially reached journeyman status. I don't think he's gonna beat Pacquiao, bro. He ain't got the trainer, he ain't got the technique, and he ain't got the skills, bro. I think he on the downslope of his career. What's your thoughts on Chris Eubanks Jr.? I'm done with that guy, bro. To be real, I'm done with Chris Eubanks Jr., bro. After that George Grove fight, bro, I ain't gave that motherfucker time of day. I'm gonna keep it real. I ain't gave Chris Eubanks Jr. I was so disappointed in Chris Eubanks Jr. in that fight, bro. I'm dead ass serious, bro. That's like seeing. That's like That's like your son disappointing you, bro, in the worst imaginable way, bro. That's how I felt about Chris Eubanks Jr., bro. I ain't got no words for him, dog. Him and DeGale, they both shit fighters at this point, man. I think Eubanks to win that fight, but I never fucking vote for him or go for him again. Okay. Um, did you hear Marcus go at Jack in the conference call? No, I didn't hear it. I heard something that he was saying, man. That he can't talk no shit, bro. Man, his last performance was shitty, boo boo, dog. He around here beating women and whatever he doing, bro, with the same baby mama problems, man. He better worry about coming in because dude is suspect. But dude Jack can't beat him. It's time to hang it up, bro. He a good fighter, but he just really off. Best fight or moment on HBO boxing. Um, Shit, I guess was that Roy Jones joint on there. I guess Roy Jones, Montel Griffin too, bro. If that was on HBO, I can't remember, but that's probably one of my. That probably was on there. So yeah, that's the fight in the Kwanga. I got Charlo in the rematch. I can see that. Um, what do you think about rich men's losing their women to broke dudes? That's life. Some of the greatest women pullers are broke dudes, bro. Rich, like, 9 times out of 10, your rich dude ain't got no game, no way, bro. The broke niggas be the ones with the game, bro. And for some reason, women just attracted to a certain type of dude, man. You know what I'm saying? They just is, bro. Like, if you got it, you got it. They won't. The thing about money, man, is this, bro. And I could talk about that if I go live tonight or put it on Patreon or whatever. But think about this with broke dudes, man. Broke dudes got all the time in the day to hear, hear your shortcomings, hear how bad your day went. A nigga that's really getting money on any level, dope dealing level, business level, hustling level, entrepreneurship level, ball player level, like niggas that's really getting real money or is worth real money. They never satisfied with the bad. They always trying to get the bad bigger and bigger and bigger. So they don't have time to sit there and spend time with women. It don't mean that they ain't dicking the woman down good enough. It don't mean that they ain't handling their business. It just means that they don't have time because they successful when they got money and they want to keep getting money. See, women want a motherfucker to have a bunch of money and spend all their time on them, but it just don't go. It don't go that way. So 9 times out of 10, it's the time thing. You think Clarissa Shields will fight Nunez? Oh, Nunez? No, I don't think they're gonna box. That's a big size. That's a big size differential. Well, I would like to hear you facts on if Bronner better than Horn. Better than Horn? You mean if they fight right now? I probably would pick Jeff Horn to be honest. If Jeff Horn can come back down from middleweight to make 147, was Mildred Taylor robbed in the Chavez Senior fight? No, I don't think he was robbed. I think they could have let him go, but I think he was dead. I think it was over with regardless for him, win, lose, or draw. He was just physically got beat up. I wouldn't say he was robbed. I think Richard Steele ultimately did the right thing, but some people want to say he didn't, but he was done. If Harrison rematches Charlo next, does he come in too confident? No, I don't think he come in too confident. I think he gonna be more confident in the first fight, unless he just out here enjoying himself and fucking hoes and getting money and just showing that belt off. But if I was him, I'd be right back in the gym training and back focused. Do you think Floyd comes back to fight Pac-Man? If not, who does Pac-Man fight? The Broner? I think Pac-Man is gonna fight the Errol Spence and Mikey Garcia winner. That's an easy one. Shields vs. Cyborg would be a badass fight. They sparred Jerome X. Some sparring out there, but I think Cyborg is too old at this point, in my opinion. Zulu Immortal, yeah, make another video on women leaving rich men and thinking they still winning. All right, like Cassie left Diddy for $1 there, bro. You left a billionaire and you didn't get alimony, you didn't get child support. You was with him for 10 years and he didn't wife you up. So who really won, who really lost? Christian Shields was sparking Maggie Nunez. Don't give that payday, Christian. I agree. For real women are crazy. Yeah, man, you got to sit down and just listen to some of the shit they say. Charles in the box force, he would consider going down to 147. Man, no, he's too old to go down to 147. He should have done that shit years ago overhand. Favorite welterweight is probably Errol Spence. Still, C-Dub, real crazy. Q-Tip and Maggie Nunez is the greatest female fighter ever. I would say MMA fighter. You know what I'm saying? For sure. But you know that class of fighter ain't that big though. You know what I'm saying? And Wolf got to put some respect on her name too. But do you like Zerto Ramirez? Yeah, that was one of my favorite fighters at one point, but you know he just regressed in top rank in my opinion. You requested a question, but you haven't answered mine. Well, I just answered your question. You asked who was my favorite welterweight. I said Errol Spence. I'm coming down the line. Christian Shields to go to MMA. She's young enough to gradually become a good fighter there and make more money. Yeah, but I think she's trying to be the face of women's boxing. I do think she started preparing for MMA. I agree overhand. D. Will, do you think Gary Russell can beat Warrington? Yeah, he beat the fuck out of Warrington. That'd be a fight of the year candidate, but I think he could spark out Warrington too fast. Naquan Gates Rico get some good fights on PBC. We'll see. You know, if he want to be active or not, I'm not going to commit to him. But I don't know. I don't think them dudes still going to fight him. C4, who was bigger disappointment, Chavez, Eubanks, Chavez Jr. At least Eubanks Jr. train hard and come in shape. Chavez don't even approach the game the right way. Jerome XKO the year, fight of the year. I did a video on that, man. You have to go back and find it. I did it towards the end of the year. You know what I'm saying? You can go to my Facebook page, man. I got all it listed. Just go down the timeline. You ain't got to go too far. I got all them mentioned. You go to Twitter. I got it in Twitter. You probably find it faster on Facebook. I got all our award winners already listed. King of my hood, Texas. I feel like PBC set up Broner to fall with Puppet Pacquiao fight. No, I don't think they set up him to fall. I think they set him up to make some fucking money because he needed. So Eubanks, King of my hood, Texas. I think he needed that. Shaq Carter, Eubanks was one of on some rocky shit. Slugfest, no effective power and pressure was ineffective too. Yup. MLB Chavez all day. Junior talking about disappointment. Q-Tip. What are your thoughts on Badu Jack? I like Badu Jack. I'm a big Badu Jack fan. I thought he beat Adonis Stevenson, but he was the bridesmaid again. But he should be able to beat Marcus Brown. If not, it's time to retire. He's 35 years old, so I think that's it. If he loses to Marcus Brown, as I felt that way when Jack didn't finish the guy came out to come. All he had to do was throw some punches in round 12. Yeah, he got hurt to the body. That stopped his momentum in round 10 or 11. It was, I would take Shields years to learn how to grapple. Yep, I agree. Will She Young over here say any fighter dedicated to the other sport will be food for a secondary sport. Exactly. Um, Dollar uh, Larry Bailey, Spicy Pepper, Spence from the stop Mikey. I think a lot of people agree with you. Ernest Johnson, Diddy's preferred sausage. Yeah, I knew that was coming. It's probably somewhere in the comment section. Thomas Moreland, salute. Jerome X, you think Rigo gonna bounce back after getting stopped from Loma? I don't know. He older. I gotta see how he look when it's comeback fight. It might be a chance he lose that comeback fight. Gary Russell, no joke, bro. Yep, Spicy Pepper, I agree. Who's Danny Garcia next fight? He fighting in April versus Adrian Granados. I don't think so. Warrington is a tough boy with that pressure. Yeah, he is tough, but I just think Gary Russell quick with them hands, bro. I think Gary Russell gonna get a highlight reel knockout, bro. You know what I'm saying? Gary Russell be in good shape, hand speed fast, and people sleep on his power. I think it'll be a good fight, but I'm telling you, you know, Gary Russell got skills and he can work up and down. He had jab to Warrington body. He had knock out Warrington, if you know, and I say about this fifth round. Speed too much, man. You know, Warrington do move his head a little bit. I'm telling you, if Gary Russell ain't active though, you know, Warrington got a chance, but I just think that speed too much. Underrated darkness, salute. I'm looking for you to invite me on, bro. I'm ready. NBA fans, you think Canelo will coast for the rest? Nah, I'm gonna stop that right there. No, Canelo gonna have to fight somebody, bro. It's gonna happen. He gonna step up. He probably gonna fight Danny Jacobs Triple G next. So, no, he ain't gonna coast. Not on that the zone money contract, but I think that the zone contract will be cut short. Doesn't really matter. Rigo did not get stopped. He just took the cash and went back to weight. Yeah, but he also been inactive for a while. So mentally and physically, a lot of people don't know where he at. Jerome X, Haney or versus Tank right now. Tank 2 season. Haney got a long way to go. No more question. Love the channel. Bro, keep it up. Salute. Overhang. Russell was super quick. Yep, that's what I'm saying. John Tay, what's going on? Gary Russell, only dude that looked good against Loma. I got Gary Russell in a rematch if not sick. He stuff like in the first one. Yeah, he did. It was a good fight. Garcia Flores, what's up in Inglewood in the house? What's going on? And also Gary Russell came in underweight because his scale was off versus Lomachenko. Doesn't matter. Nobody beat a disciplined Tank. Nope. Keyword is discipline. He ain't never been disciplined in his career yet. I definitely appreciate everybody coming on. I got to every question, man. So hopefully everybody respect that. I'm gonna go ahead and log off. Let Miles off the leash so he can run around the crib and do his thing. Is AB better than Horn? I think if they fought right now, I would favor Jeff Horn. I'm not gonna say he had an overall better career, but right now, currently, if Horn can make 147, yeah, I pick Horn over Adrian Broner. All right, appreciate y'all, man. I'm gone.